2, 3. item is approval of the board agenda.
I make a motion to approve the board agenda.
I second.
Motion second.
Roll call, Dr. Nancy Williamson.
Aye.
Dr. Danny Cross.
Aye.
Dorothy Watson.
Aye.
Motion carries. Approval of the consent agenda.
I make a motion we approve the consent
second
agenda.
that.
Second.
Roll call, Dr. Nancy Williamson.
Aye.
Dr. Danny Cross.
Aye.
Dorothy Watson.
Aye.
Next item, business before the board. We have a field trip request for, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. The field trip request is the Oneida Middle School Beta Club, a marketing group, to Orlando, Florida, to the National Beta Club Convention in June 28th through July the 3rd. Do I hear a motion that we approve this field trip request?
I make a motion we approve this
I
field
second
trip
that
request.
request.
Motion and second.
Roll call, Dorothy Watson.
Aye.
Dr. Danny Cross.
Aye.
Dr. Nancy Williamson.
Aye. Motion carries. The next item are fundraiser requests that's related, two of them to this. OMS Beta Club shirt sale and OMS Beta Club picture mini packets. And then Oneida High School softball cash calendar. Do I hear a motion we approve these fundraiser requests?
I make a motion we approve our fundraiser request.
I second.
Motion and second.
Roll call, Dorothy Watson.
Aye.
Dr. Danny Cross.
Aye.
Dr. Nancy Williamson.
Aye. Motion carries. Item C is permission to seek bids for the ISM grant. That would be the purchase of a van. And this is money that we got that we have to spend, and we've got to have a new van, so putting it to good use.
I'll make a motion we approve this permission to seek bids for a new van.
I second that.
Motion, second.
Roll call, Dorothy Watson.
Aye.
Dr. Nancy Williamson.
Aye.
Dr. Danny Cross.
Aye.
Motion carries. The next item is a resolution in opposition to the Education Freedom Act. We've had quite a few discussions on this. The resolution is in your packet, and we can sign it and send it to them. Not that it'll do any good, but
Nancy, do you think this is going to pass this
I'm
time?
afraid it is, and it's nothing but a scam. If they would come back, put in an income limit, not just give it to anybody. Right now, about 80% of the kids who will apply for it have never attended a public school. And anybody, I've been reading several different reports from other places, and it's nothing but a scam and an aid to the wealthy.
Well,
And I don't know what
now
to
we
do.
know what our situation is,
Mhm.
but I'm wondering about other situations. I don't know why somebody don't get on the, and let everybody know, you know, if they've got a reason, I say they, whoever they are.
Mhm.
If it's the governor and his,
I've not seen him
I'm
come out
assuming
and
it's
say
political as
it's
they are.
political and it's a scam and
but why would
there's
the
money in
governor
it.
be involved?
Okay,
in
there's
it?
money in it. There's gonna be a
I mean, I
kickback.
hesitate to, you know, I know there are scam money, and
Well, here's the thing, there was an article in the Tennessean and the New Sentinel that they are looking at a supposedly tax exempt 503c nonprofit to handle the money that comes in for the vouchers and then is distributed. Okay, so what happens, you've got 3 kids, this wealthy family, they donate so much to this nonprofit. It's in Florida. And then it comes back to that school with their name on it, and they use it as a big tax write-off.
Okay, is there a chance that they're going to have the accountability though that like
Well-
public schools do too? Will you think they might add that? in it?
Supposedly they have an accountability, but it's of their choosing.
Oh, so it's not like ours?
No.
but I don't have, and it's a no-brainer as far as we're concerned. You know,
Yeah.
there's no, we couldn't
Yeah.
survive.
And he's
But I'm talking
on.
about, you know, overall, the state of Tennessee is a pretty,
You would
Yeah.
think that there's enough
You
people
know,
that, yeah.
I don't understand. For us, it's no problem. I mean, I'm against it all. As
If
far as we're
it's
concerned, but I'm sure
education
there's gotta be some
freedom, I've got a little granddaughter that goes to a lives in Blount County and pays tuition to go to Maryville City schools. Are they gonna be involved? No, it's only for religious or private schools. So are they gonna include public schools that charge tuition?
Well, surely there are a plan for us folks up here in the hills. Somewhere in all this,
Well, according-
I'd just like to know from all the
I would
information.
too. I'd like
If
to
they're
know.
in, up this high above everybody and know so much about education and on all levels, why shouldn't I just fall right into that if there is something?
That's gonna benefit
I don't
us.
understand that part of it.
The benefit, well, they do have, there is a benefit. They're a one-time $2,000 stipend for teachers, but in my mind, that's kind of a
That's not
slap in the
worth
it. It
face
is,
to my teachers because they're worth way more than $2,000.
One time.
One time.
Yeah.
So I have a problem with that.
Yeah, I do too. That's,
But anyway, we gotta keep trying. That's all we can do, is the best we can
And
do.
Mr. Kiesling has asked for this too.
Yeah.
He wants it sent to him. so.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm all for it for doing it.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
just curious if
absolutely.
they think that it's, you know, are we
I
fighting a
think
losing
that,
battle?
I guess I was just trying to tell you,
Well,
that,
and-
that helps him with
Yeah,
it
the
does, yeah,
situation.
yeah. Well, I make a
and the thing
motion.
that really bothered me was that Lee targeted representatives and senators that were against this plan and brought in out-of-state money to try to get them beat. And he did get several of them beat. So that, I mean, all you gotta do is follow the money. Somebody, somewhere is making bukus of money off of it, or they wouldn't be doing it.
Well, that's on every level.
Yeah, it's on every level,
There-
but
There's not any,
Uh-uh.
not a decision made anywhere. I don't care
No.
if it's federal or state. You know,
It's-
somebody is,
they're getting a big problem.
but I would like to know, but I'm not against, in fact,
Do
Well,
we
I'll
each
make a
sign
motion to
that?
approve it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we
for
need
us,
to
there's
sign.
no- it's a
Okay.
no-brainer.
Do I hear a motion that we approve this
I make a
resolution?
motion. we approve.
Motion,
I second.
second.
Roll call, Dr. Nancy Williamson.
Aye.
Dorothy Watson.
Aye.
Dr. Danny Cross.
Ah,
All we can do is let them know where we stand. The next item is budget amendments, pre-K and general purpose funds. This is just moving from one to the other to cover expenses.
I make a motion, we do these budget, approve these budget amendments.
second.
Motion and second.
Roll call, Dr. Nancy Williamson.
Aye.
Dr. Danny Cross.
Ah,
And Dorothy Watson.
Aye.
Motion carries. And the final one is permission to recycle technology devices. We must have a bunch that's,
And if you all approve that, Clayton and Matt and Heather will be very happy, and Mark. Will be happy.
falling over.
Yeah, they just need, they need
get rid
space.
of it.
So it's a safety thing.
Yeah.
The
I
fire
make a
marshal,
motion to approve that.
Fire marshal says get rid of it.
fire marshal,
I'll second.
Okay.
Roll call, Dorothy Watson.
Aye.
Dr. Danny Cross.
Ah,
Dr. Nancy Williamson.
Aye. Motion carries. And that's all the business before the board. Director's report.
well, up until this month, it's been busy. Now, this month, as we all know, we've not been back in school, so I just want to clarify, like we do try to go. I know today was a difficult decision, but just for those who were concerned, we had ice at the elementary. That water had ran into the parking lot and it covered a lot of the parking lot, and so we had ice with snow on top of it, and it just wasn't safe for our kids. And I apologize to anybody that was inconvenienced by us canceling school today. Second, I wasn't here last month for my board meeting, so I just want to say one more time how proud I am of Kate Burris. I know you all talked about her last meeting, but I just want to say that I am so proud of her and her accomplishments. And then moving on, you know, I brag on teachers all the time, but I just want to say our teachers and our staff has done a phenomenal job. You all have their grades in here. They have gone up one letter grade in every school. They have worked their tails off, and I am so proud of every single one of them. As I know Mr. Brown is, he leads the academics as well as our coaches, and I just think that they've just done a phenomenal job. It was so good that I questioned if it was right, but I'm just thankful for everything that they've done this past year, and we'll continue to do more. I do want to say this, we're better than 82% of the schools across the state of Tennessee, and we are now in that top 30 performing schools, so I'm super excited about that. That says a lot about what we're doing. And I know it's hard for the public to understand those grades just because they come off, like there are so many factors and stuff, but just remember, if you see a school system that has a C, that's a rock solid school system, which is a crazy sort of way to reiterate that, because if our kid came home from school with a C, we would probably a lot of us would be upset. Some of us would be happy, but some of us would be upset. So I just want to say that I'm very proud of the schools and all the hard work that everybody has done. We've also recently completed our Cognia, and of course Mr. Brown, the principals and the coaches and stuff have worked hard on that. So I just want to say this: the email I got about some of the things that was going on in our school was just the nicest email. They could not believe everything that we were doing. And Mr. Brown, do you have anything to add to that?
I will print the report that we got. We won't get the final report until August, but we did get a summary of the review, and I'll print that and give to you next month. I won't print the whole thing because it's, a long read. But when you look at the indicators that were scored on, I can't remember the exact number, but like 6 out of 8 or 5 out of 8, we were above the entire Cognia network, scoring above the network, and there's tens of thousands of schools and districts in that network. So, I mean, we've got a lot of positive things, and, we should be proud of our school system and the things that we have going on.
And I will say this, we've got a plaque in the high school that it was only at the high school level years ago, since 1949, has been SACS, then Advanced Ed, and then Cognia accredited. That's a long time. And of course, what we'll probably look at is becoming a STEM accredited school. We've got pretty much everything in place. And we talked to the state Cognia director in November, and she's excited about us trying to be STEM certified. And one of our evaluators is, she has been one of the very first STEM evaluators, and that's Larissa Henderson from Oak Ridge. So she can help us get started. Okay.
All right, and also, I just want to let y'all know that I've said this for the past probably 2 or 3 months, and then I've put it in an email form, but I've decided to be an ambassador for the Reach University. This will be a month-to-month thing. I don't know, I may do it 1 month and then that'll be it. It will be done outside my job duties, I promise you that. Like, I will not interfere, but I do believe that this will be great for the state of Tennessee, and it's hard to say no when they call you so many times, just kind of asking, and really what it entails is just me talking to other directors of schools in a conversation, saying, hey, listen, this is something we did in our school. I don't know if you'd be interested, but if you are, I'll shoot you a text or an email. So it's not like it's work. It is just truly they just want my relationships with others. And so
You don't have to have our permission to do that.
no,
do you?
I don't, but I also want to be very clear. I don't have to have your permission, but I just want you to know that I think I'll do that just because, number one, it opens up doors and it looks really good on Oneida, just like the federal stuff that's
Yeah, but
done
then it
looks
opens
great.
up doors too for them to come steal you.
You might want rid of me. So, but anyway, I think I want to do that because I truly believe that if you can change the life of an adult by providing them with the opportunity for an education, like you change that whole trajectory, not only of that adult but also their family. And just like I've told people that signed up in our district, if they don't come back and serve as a teacher, but they get a bachelor's degree, I'm okay with that, because that's, even though I want them back as a teacher, I'm okay if they don't, because that's definitely going to change their livelihood. And then I also put in your packet the state board information. I know you all attended that, and I'm so appreciative of that. I think our teachers did a phenomenal job. Listening to our kids talk to the state board was very eye-opening, especially for me, Mr. Brown and Kelly. I think we kind of sit in with the kids to some of the things, but it was I felt like it was a great meeting. I got a lot of text messages and emails later about that, and they were just so impressed with Oneida and their hospitality and the culture inside the facilities and stuff. But most of all, they were impressed with the fact, and this is the part I love, our kids never one time said that they didn't just love our staff. They said, time and time again, they mentioned staff members that had gone the extra mile and stuff to really help them in school and stuff, and it was just neat to hear that even though school is difficult, and they made it very clear that it's difficult for them, that they love the fact that they can come and have a relationship. And it's not just to socialize with their friends. They said they like to socialize with our teachers and stuff. So that says volumes about our teachers. So I just want to say that one more time. I was so impressed. And then, just so you know, you do have January newsletters, and then also you have our school lunch. Just know that, and for the public as well, school lunches may be a little different when we do finally get back to school, just because of snow and supply and demand. And then, last but not least, I have two more things. I need to hire the following people for the month of January: Nicolette Blevins, Dusty Jeffers, Emily Sexton, and Eli Sewell. And then last but not least, Miss Stacy Love has Miss Gretchen Stevens here for a presentation for you guys. I want you all, well, she wants you all, not me. This is her, Stacy's thing, but I want you to see some of the stuff that goes on during the school day. I feel like we have more supports in Oneida for students. When I started, there were never coaches and people that take you to colleges, and just some of the things that they do, I want you to see, and Stacy definitely wants you to see. That's why she's got her here. So Stacy, I'll let you guys get started. Do you want to say anything, Stacy?
I just want to preface with that our college career has been climbing. College ready has been climbing significantly year by year by about 20% every year. And that is a place that we're scoring level 5 yearly, and we are systematically, that has not come easily, that is systematically tracked, and we're going out and grabbing those students, not me necessarily, but our coaches, our guidance counselors are pushing those kids to get early post-secondary opportunities. And Ms. Gretchen is a big part of that, and I just wanted her to have an opportunity to share with you guys some of the things that are going on at Oneida. But this is not something we're just telling you is improving. There is hard data that backs up that this is an area of strength for us.
Well, I'm excited to get to share. I put together some pictures for you all. There's nothing like getting to see the kids doing these things. So I do work with students in grades 6 through 12, and this, as you guys know, is a fairly new role. We're well into the second year, and I finally feel like I have some direction. So I want to start with what we're doing in the middle school with the 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. I do see them twice a month, bi-monthly. I see each grade level in a classroom setting. They all know me, they all know my purpose. And so some of the topics that we covered, obviously with the 6th grade transitioning to middle school, that's a big deal. And so just trying to tell them the expectation of a middle school student and how that looks different from elementary. I've been teaching them how to set goals, what goals are, how to set SMART goals. We've been talking about soft skills or what makes you a good employee. We've talked about careers versus jobs because they're different. And, all of this information is new to these students. And they're excited to hear it. The 6th grade is probably the most excited to talk about these things. They all want to be professional athletes, But just in case, we're talking about careers and trades. And every month I put out a newsletter to the middle and high school, and it highlights a different trending career. And so obviously there is a heaviness placed on the trades lately. I talk about the different collegiate degrees. You know, they don't know that you can be a doctor of nursing or a doctor of law. You know, they think a doctor is a medical doctor. So I like talking to them about the different collegiate degrees that they can get. With 8th grade in particular, I spend the whole year talking about high school requirements. I spend a lot of time talking about dual enrollment. And then the Ayers Foundation, we're represented with 2 counselors, Kaylee Birchfield and Jacob Lay, and they always come into my 8th grade meeting at least once per year, and we talk about, you know, how the Ayers Foundation is going to be there as a support. And then virtual college tours is something that I've also been doing with the middle school. So it's very busy, and I kind of got my guidance from, there's a guide out there called the Next Guide. It's put out by a company for the state of Tennessee, and that's where I pick up my standards for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade from the Next Guides. I was able to take the 8th grade to the Tennessee College of Applied Technology at Huntsville and Oneida. I think I was more excited than they were. Out there at the lineman class, there were some ladies that were running around, you know. So it's not just, you know, a man's field. There, you know, even in the construction class, there were some ladies there. So we had a good time touring those campuses. And then Skip Jones, he talked to the 8th grade out there at Rome State. He's the director at Huntsville now. And so they had a really, really good time. And there was a lot of 8th graders. So planning that trip, you know, we split. We went on 2 buses. You know, we had a group here, a group there, but it worked out and we spent the full day. And it's really cool to be able to say, you can get, you know, these degrees for free and you can get them here at home. Mm-hmm. You don't have to move away. So that's something, like I said, teaching them this and telling them this in 8th grade, you know, that's very eye-opening to some of them. At the high school, I do similar lessons, but I do these lessons virtually. Ms. Love had this idea. It's working out well so far. Once a week, the students have a virtual lesson. It's called Prioritize Pathways. I post it to their Google Classroom, and then they go on and complete the lesson. Most recently, I was teaching them how to fill out a job application. Of course, everything's digital now, you know, so it's a learning experience for all of us. But we've talked about soft skills and, you know, workplace etiquette and all those same topics with the high schoolers as well. And I can go on and track who's doing the lesson, who's not, you know. So it's pretty cool. Students at both schools are using the Major Clarity platform. That is a platform that we purchase, and students all take a personality assessment twice a year, and then from that, 66 career paths are assigned to them in order of the closest match to the least closest match. And then through that, we do all kinds of exploring. There's little mini courses that high schoolers can go on here and do. I've got several seniors working on those right now. So this platform is very valuable. We also use a portion of this platform to send transcripts off to colleges, universities, technical schools, and things as well.
Gretchen, are these lessons, are they a requirement? Do they have to complete them?
No.
No. Okay.
This is something I do with the students, and then I assign them virtually for the high school.
So if they don't want to do it, they don't have to.
Right.
How
It
many
is a choice.
do you have most that do?
The micro-credentials are only available for 9 through 12, and so mostly I have juniors and seniors that are working on the, you know, I have a mixed students from mixed grade levels that have started on, but most of them are completing them as seniors. You can work on, it's like a continuum that you can start.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're talking about, I think you're talking about 2 different, like the weekly lesson that they do,
That's everybody.
That's everybody.
Oh, okay, yes.
The major
These are
clarity.
micro credentials,
Oh,
but
okay.
they're doing beyond that.
I see what you're saying. Okay, yes.
And
yeah.
they do those weekly lessons during their win time.
Okay.
So it's every Thursday
All
that
right,
they
okay,
do those.
okay.
But major clarity is really valuable in terms of assessing the students so that they'll know like what their personality is inclining
Yeah, okay.
towards as far as careers. We've been on several trips, and these are so much fun. So we took the seniors and a few juniors to Tennessee Tech, and these were like the first 2 days of school. We went to Tennessee Tech, the University of Tennessee. We had a huge group of seniors that went there, and then for the first time we went to ETSU. So we had never been there before, so we were super excited about that. We have a great relationship with the University of the Cumberlands. I'm on a first name basis with a lot of the advisors there, just because, you know, we do send a lot of students there, but we were invited to their college fair. So the Cumberlands has a college fair for extended education. And so we were invited to bring a small group of seniors. It was supposed to be 4, it ended up being 2, but we had a blast getting to go there. We took our freshmen that wanted to go, of course. It's a voluntary thing, you know, I put it out there if you want to go. And so we had about 50 freshmen that went and did a tour of the Cumberlands. And they got some free merchandise, which is always fun. We've brought people in to speak to the students. We actually had someone from Vanderbilt, and coincidentally, we went to Vanderbilt as well. We took about 12 seniors went to Vanderbilt. Again, first time for us. We had someone come in and speak from Tennessee Tech. South College is a great partner. They're always willing to come out. And then University of the Cumberlands, they come down and send a representative about every couple months. So a lot of opportunities to learn about the different colleges and universities. Probably my favorite thing that we've done this year, and this took some negotiating, but we finally got into Clayton Homes. I tried last year, so this was obviously for anybody that was interested, but mainly for our students that are planning on going into the workforce. And so we had a group that went, and we got to see the home being built from a stack of boards to it rolling out on the lot. It was a lot of fun, and we've actually got some interest from
And those
some
are
of our
good jobs.
seniors. Yeah, it's a very
Yeah.
good job. So that was fun. And then with the 8th grade, we'll be going to Great Dane Trailers in the spring. So again, another industry tour. So FAFSA is something that I'm working with. I work with the AIRS Foundation on that, and they do most of the actual work with getting our seniors signed up on their FAFSA. As of today, we have 41. We have around 100 seniors, so we have 41 completed, and it's only been open for a little over a month, so that's a lot. And we are having a meeting after school on the 22nd for anybody in the community, any parent, student, any student that's already graduated wants to come back to learn more about completing the FAFSA, and we will help them complete it right then and there if that's the case. So there's a lot going on. We're getting ready to start, you know, work-based learning a little bit bigger than we've been doing it. We've got probably, about 15 students, somewhere around 15 students that are going to be out.
Trained.
Yes,
In specific areas.
and so that's something that we're working on. We're getting a lot of our students trained, getting like industry credentials like OSHA. We have students that are getting ready to take their certified nursing exams. So there's a lot going on. So I just say, stay tuned. Check Facebook. But it's really exciting. And when I tell people what I do, a lot of people who have older children, they'll say, "Oh, I wish that had been there when and I'm like, we're here now, and that's the important thing, and we're working hard. So thank you all so much for your time, for letting me share.
Well, the important thing is these kids, many of them are first generation post-secondary. I won't say college, I'll say post-secondary. And this is really helpful because they don't have the means or even what to know how to do all of this on their own.
I wish I had Gretchen when I was
Yeah.
in school.
Well, it's a team effort. I work with the
Yes.
AIRS people, Miss Cruz, Selena O'Neill, and now we're bringing on Agira
Yeah.
counselor. So, yeah, it's a team effort for sure.
I do resignation for her. We skipped her.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to tell her, we skipped her resignation. It's Courtney.
We'll let Selena go and then you can do that.
Okay. All right, just a couple of things. First of all, I want to express my appreciation during Board Appreciation Month. I think Ms. Love handed out something that's from all 3 schools, so we just want to say that thank you for all the support and everything that you do for us and our students especially. Next week, we're going to start iReady testing. It's our mid-year benchmark. It was supposed to occur this week, but we've not been there, so that didn't happen. Can't believe we're also starting the second semester, the first 9 weeks of school. That first semester has flown by, especially for me. You already mentioned the Gear Up Counselor Advisor. She's going to start working with our current 6th and 7th grade students, and we'll follow them through high school. As far as specific details, I'm meeting with the Gear Up, overseer, Frank, next week, and then Courtney as well, just to try to get a plan for what we want that to look like for our 6th and 7th graders. And then you all approved tonight, thank you very much, the Beta Club trip to Orlando. Our marketing group was 4th out of 80 plus participants at the state Beta convention. So this is a big deal that they are invited to the national convention. So the fundraising is definitely something that we need, that they should get to go and explore that with their project called Beta Buddies, where they go into the nursing home and work with residents. So they are very excited about that.
Is anybody in the Beta Club can go to that?
Just the 5
Just
to
the
6
5,
young ladies who are
Okay,
doing the
okay,
presentation,
okay.
yes.
So they were selected to do that,
They-
or have the opportunity?
You can only go if you place within the top 4.
That's awesome.
So the fact that we placed
In
and
the top
are invited to,
So
yeah, I know that was.
And how many trips to the state convention have y'all made?
Ms. Culver, I think, says she's been doing it for 3 years. Prior to that, Ms. Kelly, I'm not sure.
Oh, budget.
I just took 7th and 8th grade for the previous years before, so.
But, I mean, this is something new for the middle school, and then to place like that,
Yes.
then they come in with, it's usually when we're down there for the TSBA
Yeah.
convention, and they're everywhere and very elaborate presentations, so I'm very proud of these kids. And like I said before, our kids and teachers need to go to national conventions.
They're looking forward to it.
I bet.
If the screens were any indication when they found out where they placed.
Okay, you've got,
And then, which we've got Kelly still too.
yeah, Kelly.
Stacy, you have anything?
I
before?
just want to again echo thank you to the board for all you do for our schools. And to echo what Dr. Phillips said, we're really excited about our scores. And at the high school level, that is not, it's not just the high school, that is elementary work, middle school work, that contributes to the high school success. So I want to thank and give proper credit as well for those building years that allow us to be successful. But we're really excited. I'm so proud of our staff. It has been a battle with data to, we're a school of growth, and that has been something the high school has always been. And then, we were like, okay, we're going to focus on achievement. We got to get our achievement up. And then as soon as our achievement went up, our growth went down. And that, can you get both? And how do you get both? And this is truly the first year that I've been a principal that I feel like we leveled out and we're strong in both. And then, math has been a continual area of focus, and to have a level 5 growth in math. Because last year was just such a punch in the gut. And I know it was the calculation system, and I can take that into account that it changed, but it was still just to see our bottom 20% perform well, because we are a school that supports, especially the students that need it the most. So that was just so good for our staff to see that work come to fruition. And again, I want to thank the other schools for that as well.
Very good. Kelly.
So I provided your report in your folder. I'm not gonna read everything. I know that you saw in my report every month the Navigate 360. I promise we're getting there, but I'm not ready to roll this out 100% until we are confident in what we're doing, because I don't want to throw something at the teachers again to stress them out. But we have now trained the district staff, the safety team, and all the principals, and I think we still got Stacy and Selena to catch up, but at least the principal or the assistant principal in every building is prepared to roll that out. So that's going to be phenomenal. Our site maps are great. Like I said, I'd like to sit down with you all at some time and just walk through the platform with you and show you what we have going on. One of our biggest supporters of the Family Resource Center is Olive Branch Ministries. And Miss Jasper went above and beyond this Christmas for us. So I reached out to her and said we had a need in the middle school. Our counselors wanted to do a hygiene class. I reached out to Miss Jasper and said, hey, do y'all have anything that you can send us, deodorant, toothbrush, just something? She called me back about a week later and she said, we're gonna rent a U-Haul, we'll be down with your supplies in a little bit. And I said, whoa, you what? So she brought every middle school student a bag of full-size shampoo, deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste, body wash. I mean, like, we're talking full-size bags. So I was very blessed with that and our students. So we did a hygiene class with them in the middle school and sent them on their way over Christmas. And then, of course, every year they provide the elementary students with a box of goodies. Those kids, I have some videos. The kids were just ecstatic. You know, they open them, they want to put their gloves on or their hats or crayons. And each of those boxes are valued at over $60 a box. So that's a huge blessing for us. But she called me about a week before school was out and said, hey, I can't leave your middle and high school kids out. I wanted to do a box, but you know, I had knee replacement, so I'm sending every middle and high school kid a $10 gift card. So I have $10 gift cards to Walmart for every middle and high school child that I will give to them when we come back to school. So they're ready for that, so they can go pick something. She said hopefully next year they'll be able to provide them with a box as well, but this year with everything going on, she wasn't able to. So, and then Winfield Baptist Church has donated us some new prom dresses and suits, and we're talking really nice prom dresses with the tag still attached from a store in Sevierville that is closed. So we're going to work. I've talked to Miss Cruz about that and letting them come down and pick out some dresses if anybody needs one. And then we partnered this year with Paint Rock Baptist Church along with our staff and students. The high school once again gave us a $1,500 donation for us to purchase food. Paint Rock Church, every month the congregation brought some kind of canned food or non-perishable item. And we were able to provide and you can see in the picture there, we gave them a complete Christmas meal, once again with a turkey and a $5 gift card for milk or bread, something like that for them. And thanks to the large Crest Angel Tree Foundation, I was able to provide 76 students with gifts. And Maddie and I spent a lot of time shopping, but we made sure that every single one of those kids had an outfit. So they got a shirt, a pair of pants, socks. Some got a coat, a hoodie, and a pair of shoes from the shoe show. They were great to work with me on that as well. And then Stand, they took their students and bought them something off their wish list. So through that, so the Stand YSLI helped us a lot with that, with shopping. And then we had 22 students in the district that got to participate with Shop with a Cop. So just for December at the FRC, we brought in almost $65,000 in donations.
Yes. Amazing.
It really is.
That is something. Thank you. Okay, Jeannie.
We just, the letter of resignation is it's right here. From the,
Okay.
what is that?
Letter of resignation, Courtney O'Neill.
Which will be going to Gear Up.
She's going to Gear Up. And been moving some,
Anna Smith is going to resign.
is resigning. And transfers. Jean Jeffers is going to be a full-time bus driver, and Jessica Chambers will be a certified teacher.
We just need to approve that.
So do I hear a motion that we approve those?
I make a motion we approve those.
Second.
And I'll roll call. Dorothy Watson.
Aye.
Dr. Dan Cross.
Aye.
Dr. Nancy Williamson.
Aye, motion carries. Everything's done. Do I
We
hear-
also have a ball game.
Yeah, Austin East playing right now. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.